Steelheads and basketball enthusiasts like this deal, and we are back with another unboxing. I know I have a bunch of unboxings I've been doing before, but before we get into that, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you like what you see before or you like what you see today. And let me just open up this simple. Oh, I thought it was one of those tear boxes. It's not, but it's cool. I think this came straight from Nike, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is straight from Nike. I actually could have grabbed the first colorway of these, and I didn't like it. I preferred this colorway, so we will get into that. We have the JA2s in the Bold Berry Baltic Blue colorway in the size 11.5. You guys can see the tag right there. We have a box is similar to the first box, which is right here. I don't know if I'll pull that out in a second, but it says 12 a.m. on the side here. You got the JA logo at the top, and then it's just a bunch of JAs and like a purple at the top, and then I guess a gray. I can't tell. The light's really kind of messing up. Like a gray at the bottom. JA Morant on the side, and these are the JA2s in the purple sky colorway. So in the press release, they actually talked about how this was the launch colorway, and it wasn't. They had another colorway that launched. I couldn't do it. I purposely skipped them. I could have definitely grabbed them, but I already know that I have a bunch of shoes that I'm behind on performance testing, so I'm like not in a rush to get just the first colorway, which is what I usually do. I'm a little behind, so I really wasn't. It's just not a shoe that I like enough. I don't like that colorway enough for me to do that. Now this colorway, I think this colorway is really amazing. Just for some background on the colorway here, this already has stress. I'm staring at it because it already has stress marks in the cushion, which is weird. But anyways, the shoe colorway Purple Sky is designed based off the fact, and let me get the exact verbiage just to make sure. It says is inspired by the fact that watching watching Ja in action with his high-flying dunks, flashy ball handling skills, and intense energy on the court is as mesmerizing as looking up to a purple night sky. I mean, interesting concept. I just think the colorway is really nice. I don't really care about the concept. If you look at the whole colorway is obviously purple, but if you look at the little details, you can see how they got to that. The little sparkles here, you could envision those as stars, and then they actually do put like what looks like a night sky and stars on the heel, this heel panel here that runs around the heel, or the heel counter if you want to call it. I think that's really nice, and that's not in the same material as this, which is like some type of plastic. This outside feels like some type of plastic on the lateral portion, and on the medial portion you got this feels like some type of mesh. You got mesh on the side, some type of really tight woven mesh, and on the inside you have just a textile material. Nothing, the material, I'm gonna be honest, what they said when they put out the sneakers was that, and once again I'm looking for the exact verbiage, was that from the JA1 to the JA2, the core things remain the same. So they were kind of keeping the sneaker the same. It didn't seem like they were putting too much improvement in it. There wasn't really any new technology into it. I guess Ja liked the first sneaker and he was kind of just gonna keep it the same. And I'm not mad at that. If you like it and that's for you, then sure, why not? I wasn't the biggest fan. I didn't hate them, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the original. I'm trying to think. There was another sneaker brand that did the same thing where they kind of kept it the same. Oh, the Dames. Dame went from the Dame 8s to the Dame Extra Plays, or EXT PLYs. There really wasn't much of a difference for that. And I think with the Dame 9s, which are over here, I think he kept it pretty much the same as well. And I will pull out one of these so you guys can see the similarities, right? You got a little bit of a, oops. You still got the same low collar there. It feels a little beefier. Well, this actually feels a little heavier. They might be a little bit lighter. It looks a little beefier than the original, but it does actually feel lighter. And obviously, I don't know just based off of weight in my hand, but it does feel a little lighter. The heel contour at the back is a little raised, but even the dip that we have right here, you can see it's almost exactly the same. The tongue does sit a little differently, right? Right here, you had that straight tongue that was straight across, and I felt like that was like a skate thing. And let me just take this one off. And right here, we have more of a curved tongue. So I think that's it's kind of interesting that they're kind of keeping some of the things the same and changing a little bit. You can even see how the mesh, they do have that same mesh on the tongue, but the mesh runs up around the it runs up around the heel, and it's completely different there, right? So just the mesh in the middle here, and then you do have that tighter, I'm sorry, the textile in the middle, and then you do have that tighter mesh here on the side, and then this plastic on the lateral portion here. But moving off of that, we could move back into this colorways. So let me grab this because these are different. When you move up, you do have a 4-foot zoom here. I believe this is wrapped in a Cushlon or some type of EVA foam. And then you do, the only difference between the left and the right one, as I can see right now, is the different colorways on the back for the 12 AM. So one is in like a almost white, it's very light silver, and then one is in a purple, a very dark purple. And then you do have the swooshes, the difference in the swooshes. One is blue here, very light blue, and then one is this, it's like highlighter green. And let me check, I believe that was the same with this other JA2 color that I had, that the swooshes were different. Something was different on them. Something was different on them. I don't remember them being exactly the same. I know something was different, but, oh, and then on the, you have a switch, right? So on the right one, you have the blue swoosh, and you have the green on the tongue, and then on the left one you have the green swoosh and the blue on the tongue. So they just like to keep it different. I'm not mad at that. I do like the contrast on the different, how they play off the purple. I think that's really nice. And then on to details, you have right on the medial portion, you have cards, C-A-A, oh I'm sorry, that's Kari, which I believe is his daughter, Tania, Jamie, and T. I'm not sure who any of those people are. I'm just pretty positive that Kari is his daughter. If you guys saw the video that showed his first sneaker, it was his daughter who was the one who unboxed his first sneaker, if I'm not mistaken. And then on the bottom by this swoosh here that you have in the middle, it does say 12 wrapping around the swoosh, and then if you turn around, it says for the underdogs who have the dog in them. And that seems like something straight from Ja's mouth, honestly. And then it says Air Zoom right here, which they usually put to let you know what they have in there. So I think that's all very cool. I do like the details. I say it all the time. I love details in sneakers. I love when they personalize what the sneakers are to them. And then I do see one more, and that says 1M. I believe it's 1MT, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember what that was there. I'll put the unboxing for the first sneaker. I did go into that for the JA1s there, and you guys can figure that out. But I feel like that's it. I don't know what else there is to talk about on these. Last but not least, the traction. So the traction pattern is actually, it's designed based off of the tractor tires that Ja used to do box jumps off of. So I believe that was his thing. He would do like 100 or some like crazy number, like 500 box jumps a day, but he was doing them on these tractor tires. Now where he got tractor tires from, I have no idea, but that's what inspired the traction pattern here. I feel like they should perform decently well. I do remember the JA1s were like a hit or miss when it comes to traction, but this pattern is so tight. I feel like it should perform well. The only thing is when you have a type traction pattern like that, it does usually attract dust pretty easily. So we will see when it comes to the performance with that. I think I'm gonna go straight to these. I'm done with the Supremes, so I should go straight to these, and then I might get a different color of the Dames because I do feel that's a casual color and I don't want to mess them up too much. But besides that, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor, like button, subscribe if you like what you've seen before, or you like what you saw today. It's the only land. I got a bunch more coming, but I'm out of here.